Indian stock markets are watching these trade talks. After weeks of weakness, investors are feeling upbeat, it seems. There has been a rally in Indian stocks. They have made a comeback of sorts. Indian markets recorded their 7th straight day of gains today. The Sensex rose by 32 points. It is India's top 30 companies make up the Sensex. And the Nifty added another 10 points. This index, the Nifty 50, represents India's top 50 companies. So both indices are up. Today's gains were modest, but since last week, Indian markets have shown momentum. Investor wealth has surged. Till yesterday, they added over 27 lakh crores to their wealth. That's over $300 billion. And this is quite a turnaround because 2025 started poorly for Indian stocks. India was one of Asia's worst performing markets. So what do we make of this last week? Are Indian markets turning a corner? Is this the beginning of a bull run? Well, we cannot say for sure, but there are some positive signs. The economy is recovering. In February, India's GDP numbers improved. From October to December, India's growth rate stood at 6.2%. And this is better than the previous quarter. From July to September, India grew at 5.6%. So there is clear improvement. Now it's 6.2%. Inflation too has been tamed. In February, India's inflation dipped to 3.61%. Now, the central bank's target for inflation is 4%. Anything below 4% is considered good. At 3.61%, what we have in terms of inflation is an achievement. The central bank, of course, is the Reserve Bank of India. It is expected to cut interest rates now, and this would make borrowing cheaper, which in turn should boost investments. Foreign investors are also making a comeback. Last week, they bought over $500 million in Indian shares. The government is doing its bit to spur the economy. Last year, spending on infrastructure was sluggish. It slowed to around $2 billion a month. In December and January, the spending picked up. It rose to over $10 billion a month, and this has lifted multiple areas of India's economy. It has created more jobs. It has boosted sectors like construction and manufacturing and improved India Inc.'s outlook. Investors now expect a lot of companies to report better earnings. Retail investors have also played a role in this rally. Last week, more than 600,000 new investors entered the markets. All of these factors helped the markets recover. The rupee too has gained against the US dollar. It appreciated for 7 straight sessions before halting its winning streak today. So there is fresh energy in the markets in India, but not everything is on solid ground. We must say this. Experts are advising investors to be cautious. They fear that this rally could lose steam. If India Inc.'s earnings do not live up to expectations, things may go downhill. Plus, there are external risks, like the impending Trump tariffs on the 2nd of April. If he slaps tariffs on Indian goods, Indian companies will be hit. Their bottom line and stock price will be under pressure. The Indian economy also faces challenges. Consider this scenario. What if Trump decides to raise import taxes and the new rates apply on all Indian goods and services? What would happen then? If Trump raises taxes by just 10% on Indian goods and services, 10% hike, it could knock off 0.5% or more from India's overall growth. So there are reasons to be cautious. The rebound in the markets may bring short-term relief, but it remains to be seen if this rally is sustainable. It is hard to make a prediction on the basis of current trends. We live in unpredictable times, and the stock markets are simply reflecting the new reality.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
No, I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India. What we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
For
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.